Hello guys, and today this will be a locomotive review for my Collett Goods locomotive made by lovely Replica Railways. Without further ado, we'll open her up. I have actually had this locomotive for a while, since October last year. So we've just got a it sits in polystyrene, the locomotive in the box. That's the box there. Not really any information on the box other than this little notice that says detailed scale model for adult collectors, not suitable for children under 14 years old. Must say that is actually quite discriminating. But never mind, we'll get on with unboxing. So we'll start by getting the locomotive out. This is probably the most awkward way to do it because I'm actually bending over to do this because I'm actually on this side of the camera, not behind it. So we have that there, and we also have the Tinder. So there we go, and we'll now jump over to the other side of the layout so that I can review this properly. Right, so sorry for the shaky camera hand, but we're back round. Okay, well, we're around this other side of the layout now to do this review, just for lighting purposes and accessibility. So basically, start off at the front. We'll start off with the buffer beam. Just try and focus that in. Can we do it? Yeah, okay, so there we go. We've got the front buffers and the vacuum pipe. I assume these locos were vacuum brakes, maybe air brakes, Westinghouse system. Not sure. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments. And we've got the hook as well, which you could see there before the camera put it out. Okay, so coming back round, we'll take a look at the smoke box. Again, I'll just try and focus that in. Oop. Nearly had it there. Just playing with the manual focus on my camera so that we don't get too much blurring out, hopefully. So we've got the smoke box. We've got the smoke box door, obviously. As we look a bit closer, you can see there's the tag on the front. Try and focus that. Nope, not going to happen. So anyway, from what you can see on the screen, you can see there's that tag. Nice handrail, very nice handrail. You know, fully 3D-dimensional. Try and get a nice close-up view. There you go, you can see it there. What else have we got? Okay, so we've got the smoke box, Rivet Detail is quite good. You know, it looks quite nice. We've got the funnel. Don't really know what to say about the funnel. It's just, obviously, it's a single chimney. It's got I would say it's a smoke deflector there. Not 100% sure, maybe again someone could tell me in the comments. Anyway, so that's that. Then we've got we'll come back down to this side here, and we've got the sandbox lid and sandboxes and apparatus which would lay the sand onto the rails in front of the wheel, as seen there. Obviously we have a front wheel here. All the wheels are exactly the same. It's an 060 that I'm aware of, I would say so. Yeah, so that's a fairly standard kind of wheel, I guess, for any model loco. Then coming back up, we do have wheel arches, boiler bands, obviously. We've got the other dome, the only dome actually, I should say, sitting on the top here, and nestled inside the dome well, in the casing, we have the safety valves. Right, so coming further around, we have the bell pair firebox. And then coming back up round, we have the whistle, which has a strange kind of guard around it. I would say that is something to do with reflecting the sound forward. Of course, there will be someone who always thinks of, well, what if you're sitting back? And yes, I have already thought of that. I can't say I have an answer to your question. Coming further around, we've got the other wheel arch. We have the number plate, which is three-dimensional, it's not just printed on. The number is printed on, I should say, but the actual ring around the outside is not. We also have the tag B, which is, I'm pretty sure it's a class of how much it can pull. And then we've got the cab. Yeah, no, it's a cab. I mean, I personally am not a professional on cabs, but no, it's alright. I mean, it looks like a Collett cab. Not much more can be said about that, other than that there's rivet detail and handrail around the window and just there. Anyway, I think that's all I've got to say for the locomotive. Now we'll just move that out of the way, and we'll come on to the tender. Okay, so the tender is, you know, yeah, it's a good tender. Good size, I must say. Collett designed these well. But that's not why I'm here to talk about. So we'll crack on, and we'll start off with the rivet detail. And this tender is very, very nice. I mean, they, you know, there's a lot of rivets, and so they're all accounted for. I'm not a rivet counter, but I would say that's a very nice touch. Some tenders probably wouldn't have rivet details from other companies. Anyways, we'll just come around, look at the wheels, and the ladder, which I've got to mention on the locomotive. And we've got some nice sort of detail on the springs there. Of course, it's just the same with each one. And the ladder at the back. Same on the back with the buffers. Not sprung. We've got the hook and the vacuum pipe. This thing also has tension lock couplers, which are not NEM, but they can unscrew. And then at the back of the tender we have the handrails, and we have water filler cap. The coal I don't think is removable. I'm not too worried. It's not a bad coal load, even though it's not. If I really wanted to, I could come in and stick coal on top. Apologies for the massive finger that just crashed down and destroyed everything. Anyway, coming back round, we have the handbrake, I would say. Handbrake lever, and another one on this side, which can't be seen presently due to blur. That can be fixed with the trusty manual focus. There it is. And we've also got the fork thing. Well, I call it a fork because it kind of looks like one, let's be honest. That would hold the extra shovels and tools and bits and pieces. So, anyways, I'm thinking maybe one of these might be for the, I can't remember the name of it at the moment, the water chutes that used to be in the middle of the tracks, and the pipe would come down and collect it up. Don't know if these locos had that fitted. Not 100% sure. Again, someone could comment. I really need to get my facts straight before I make these videos. Remember that in future. Anyways, I think I've covered just about everything. Oh, right, yeah, and of course, nice British Railways crest there with the lion. Yeah, no, it looks really nice for the scale that it is. I mean, what can I compare it to? I can't find a matchstick right now, but you get the idea. Those who own a Collett will know what I mean. So, yeah, no, I think that's about it. Hi guys, just a bit of confusion now. I was just looking at the bottom of this model and it says Bachmann, or Bachmann, however you want to pronounce it. Let's just say Bachmann. Hong Kong. Now, that must mean that this is actually a Bachmann model. Now, the question then arises is that when I got this, it was in a replica railways box. Is replica railways owned by Bachmann? Is it? I mean, I don't know. I've searched the box for anything that may sort of say, you know, Bachmann, but it doesn't. All it says, but something that it says also is made in Hong Kong. So, is replica railways actually Bachmann? Or is it just the wrong box and I'm getting all confused over nothing? So, in saying that, that brings up another question, is do I label this video Bachmann Collett Goods Review or Replica Railways? I think I'll just say Bachmann, just because I go with what the Locomotive actually says rather than the box, because, well, the Locomotive is the Locomotive, and if it's got Bachmann written on it, it must be at least made by Bachmann. So, just thought I'd put that out there now, because I've only just noticed it for the first time. Okay, so it turns out, because I've just been on the internet, and I've just been on the Replica Railways website, and it seems that they have absolutely no connection to Bachmann at all, so I would say that was just a fluke, because I did get this from a model train show, at a stand, so I kind of knew that it was second hand, but I just assumed it was the original box. So clearly not, and so somewhere there's a Loco, possibly a Collett, that is made by Replica Railways, possibly in a Bachmann box. And so I'll just end this video now with clips running of my Bachmann Collett Goods Locomotive running around the layout.